do you think have been the best weapons in Fortnite? Have you enjoyed the new primal weapons this season? We have, to a degree, but we want something more. That's right, we're talking about superpowers. Strap on your utility belt because today we're going to look at 10 DC-themed weapons that could radically change Fortnite. We're taking inspiration from the Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, and beyond. Plus, you can be a superhero yourself by subscribing to our channel. You could say the 75% of viewers that aren't subscribed are our kryptonite. Just kidding, but it really helped us out. And make sure to stick around until the end of the video. We're going to share a leak about a new pro athlete skin coming to Fortnite. Any guesses? Now before getting into that, how about giving the video a thumbs up and click that red subscribe button? You can also ring that bell so you never miss a video. This is NewScapeGames, your source for Fortnite news, ideas, leaks, and theories. Come on, let's dust off the comic books. Green Lantern Power Ring. First up, we've got the most famous ring of all time. Well, aside from Frodo's maybe. Not only would we love to see the Green Lantern himself in Fortnite, but we think adding in his ring as a mythic weapon would give the game a boost of energy. The first ring of this kind on Earth was crafted and worn by Alan Scott. If placed in the game, the Green Lantern ring could have a couple of different abilities. First, it would have the power of energy protection, which means the ring could be used to fire blasts of green Owen energy. Each blast would take 30 points of damage off an enemy. Second, it would have the alternate power of Force Field, which would allow a green protection bubble to appear around the wearer, deflecting damage for up to 10 seconds at a time. The green ring would have to be charged once its energy was depleted, so it would replace your shield level but work exactly the same. What are your thoughts on the Green Lantern ring? We knew you loved the color green. Alright, let's check out another DC weapon. Lasso of Truth. Will we ever get Wonder Woman as a skin in Fortnite? We sure hope so. And along with her, we'd love to be able to wield her mighty Lasso of Truth. This famous weapon of the DC universe is approximately 150 feet long, though if introduced to Fortnite, it'd have to be about 50 feet long for balance reasons. Forged by the Greek god Hephaestus and empowered by the fires of Hestia, the lasso forces anyone under its control to tell the absolute truth. If included in the game, this mythic weapon could be used to tie people up. Once hogtied, your opponent will begin to lose 3 health points for every second they're trapped. You could use this in a combo move with another weapon to eliminate your opponent's health, or you could just use this to troll them. The Lasso of Truth could also be used as a grappling hook, which would allow you to move from one point to another very quickly. This is where the length of the lasso would come in handy, especially if you're familiar with Batman's shrapnel gun from Season X. Plus, you could swing your way across the map in style, whether dressed as Wonder Woman or not. Potassius Peels would be a natural using a golden lasso. He practically looks like Wonder Woman's banana brother. Okay, moving on. Freeze Gun. We at NewScapeGames wish we could see more Batman villains in Fortnite. We hope that the Batman Fortnite 0-point crossover will become a reality. Imagine if Mr. Freeze was to take over the Slurpy Swamp and turn it into a freeze factory. He would keep the regeneration properties of Slurp to himself and would change the production line to freezing chemicals instead. His next move? He'd create his infamous freeze gun to use on his opponents on the island. Out of all its variations, the freeze gun mythic weapon in Fortnite would most resemble the gun from the movie Batman and Robin. The freeze gun would be able to freeze people in place, making them stuck in a block of ice until it thawed or another player came along and shattered the ice for them. While trapped inside, the player must lose 5 health every second. If left alone without help, a player would thaw out in 30 seconds. If you had full health and shield previous to getting frozen, you could survive. If your levels were below that, then you'd die a cold-hearted death. Would this weapon be OP? Maybe. But it'd also be a lot of fun. Though Mr. Freeze wouldn't like you stealing his weapon. Wouldn't the freeze gun fit right into place in the hands of the Foundation? We think so. Next up, Superman's Eyebeams. Some fear Superman's introduction to Fortnite due to being too overpowered, but we'd welcome Kal-El with open arms. Why not? And if this mighty Man of Steel appeared, his mythic weapon of ultra-powerful Eyebeams would come to the game as well. How would this work, you ask? Well, there'd be a set of red, glowing eyes placed at a random location in each new match. Once picked up, these Eyebeams would take a slot in your weapon inventory, which you could switch to. When equipped, Superman's ever-powerful eyesight would allow you to shoot red light beams at your opponents and hit them with up to 30 damage instantly. You'd then have to wait 3 seconds before you could blast your Eyebeams again. in order to let them charge up. The drawback to this weapon would be that its power is proportional to your health. Now, in addition to damaging players' health, you could use Superman's Eyebeams to melt objects or to obliterate balls and other structures. Again, this could be used in a powerful combo attack where you began destruction with your Eyebeams and then finished off opponents with a rifle or SMG. What do you think about this potential mythic weapon? Would you like to see a different power of Superman's introduced? Let us know with a comment below. Moving on. The Cosmic Staff. This item was made popular by the heroes Jack Knight and Courtney Whitmore, aka Stargirl. The Cosmic Staff was created by the original Starman, Ted Knight. The Cosmic Staff has the ability to constantly absorb starlight, which it then converts into other types of malleable energy. If the Cosmic Staff were introduced to Fortnite, it would have power similar to that of the Green Lantern ring and would absorb energy from the 0 point. You could use it to shoot energy projections at your foes, which would cause 10 damage per blast. You could also use it to create a projective force field around yourself in case you were low on health or getting bombarded by bullets. Lastly, you could use the Comic Staff's energy to give yourself higher and longer jumps. This could be a quick solution for traveling or escaping faster. Up next, Mother Boxes. These brick-shaped objects are some of the most powerful computers in the DC universe. Mother Boxes originated on the planet New Genesis, which was inhabited by the New Gods. Who would have guessed? Made out of Element X, Mother Boxes form a mystical bond with their owners and allow for a wide variety of abilities. If they were added to Fortnite, Mother Boxes could be picked up and then used to teleport. The teleportation limit would have to be about 100 feet, and this would function like aiming a bow or other weapons. You'd be able to visualize how far you're going to teleport. In addition, you could use Mother Boxes to hire NPC sidekicks without having to pay them or convince them, since these computers can communicate telepathically. However, you could not manipulate NPCs into giving you weapons, gold, or other items, because that would seem too far. Go complete your quests and challenges yourself, bud. Mother Boxes would only have a limited amount of energy and would have to be recharged using chug jugs, chug splashes, and more. Now for another Batman-related mythic weapon. Joker's Laughing Gas Grenades. Though Joker was released into the game in November 2020, and was even included in a pack called the Last Laugh Bundle, we wish he had a mythic weapon actually modeled after his infamous laughing gas. These would be called Joker's Laughing Gas Grenades. When thrown at players, they would emit green smoke and make players do the laugh it up emote for 7 seconds, while also dealing 30 damage. These would cause nightmares, and there could be nothing to negate the effects of said laughing gas grenades. You would just have to painfully wait until the effects wore off. These would be very similar to the boogie bombs that were introduced all the way back in Chapter 1 Season 2, which made players dance upon explosion. How would you react to laughing gas grenades? Do you think they'd take Fortnite's Joker character up another level? Let's look at another DC weapon. Kusar Blade. With many different swords and blades to choose from in the DC universe, we decided we had to go with the sharpest of them all. The Kusar Blade is a technological weapon forged on the planet Kara by the Cherubim. It's so sharp it can shave the edges off an electron, absorb the heat of 1,000 suns, and even make Superman bleed. Since the Kusar Blade would seem like pay to win as a pickaxe, it would have to be its own mythical weapon. The Kusar Blade could cut down any walls and fortitudes within seconds, as well as make cars explode within 3 hits. The Kusar Blade would also cause severe damage to players, dealing 35 points of damage in 1 slice. That means 3 swings of the blade and you're gone. Unless you also have a significant amount of shield health, this sword would have to be secretly placed on the map in a different location every time a new match starts, or else it would quickly get vaulted for being too OP. Where do you think would be the best place to hide this weapon? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, let's take flight. Hawk Girl's Wings. Now these wings would be better than a typical glider. If Hawk Girl's wings were a mythical item you can access in Fortnite, these would let you take flight whenever you'd want to, and go anywhere you'd want to. At least on the island, that is. Hawk Girl's wings are made from a special substance known as nth metal, which has the ability to negate gravity. What this translates to in Fortnite is that these wings would not necessarily let you fly as long as you want. Her wings would really let you jump unusually high and keep you suspended in the air for 8 seconds at a time. Otherwise, you could just escape every situation by flying away. While wearing these wings, you'd have to touch down to the ground before you could jump and fly again. Alternatively, you could use these wings to give you a one-time 25-point health boost instead of flying. This power comes from DC lore, where nth metal has the ability to speed the healing of wounds. At the very least, why not use Hawk Girl's wings to smack people around a bit? They're made of metal after all. Up next, our last DC weapon. The Batmobile. Yeah, We know it's a vehicle, but it has weapons on it, and it's just too cool not to include. Who wouldn't want to drive the Batmobile around the Fortnite island? For this concept, we'd show the model shown in Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight. Because not only was this Batmobile an exceptional vehicle, it was also a tank. Again, there would only be one Batmobile located on the island during each match, and it would spawn in a secret garage every time. Think it's in Sweaty Sands? Nope. Go check Retail Row. Or maybe it's parked near the Bat Shack around Slurpy Swamps. You could really prove you're the boss by driving the Batmobile, and you'd have the ability to fire either machine guns or rocket launchers from the sides. Another bonus about adding the Batmobile to the game? You could operate it as a boat as well. Just don't let it run out of gas. The other players couldn't resist firing at you as you tried to refill your tank. Even Batman hasn't figured out an alternate energy source. That covers all of the DC weapons that would change Fortnite if added to the game. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoyed our ideas. If you could pick any one of these weapons, which would it be? And which was your least favorite? Would you be tempted to try out the Green Lantern's ring or cool down a match with Mr. Freeze's freeze gun? Would you try to troll people with the Lasso of Truth or Joker's laughing gas grenades? How about ditching your glasses and using Superman's Eyebeams to conquer the competition? Let us know with a comment below. And before we forget, we've seen leaked information that reveals LeBron James is coming to Fortnite. That's right, multiple sources say the pro basketball superstar is headed to the island. Could this be a tie-in to the new Space Jam movie? Or could it just be another pro athlete skin like Neymar Jr.? Only time will tell. Now that you know, feel free to like the video and hit that subscribe button if you aren't subscribed already. Make sure to ring the bell so you never miss a video. As always, you can use code NewScapePro in the item shop to give us extra support. This has been NewScapeGames, your source for Fortnite news, leaks, ideas, and theories. If you made it to the end of the video, you're a superhero in our eyes. And we'll see you next time!